I'm playing basketball inside. So guys, today we're playing basketball, 2K basketball.
What's good, MP? They don't even know what's coming for them.
Pat, what's up, guys? Let's jump by February, March as well. We're going to do all of these things before the playoffs.
There he is. It's going to be a long summer if we can't win tonight.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Hawks. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference.
And I think for the Hawks, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Johnson, Morrison out there with Mobley, and it's Jeffries in at the 4 spot. And for Atlanta, we've got Wallace. Neely out there with MP, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule. And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Morrison. Pass to Jeffries. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. But Trey. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Out to Wallace. Back to MP. Takes it off the glass.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
LA drawn 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Morrison can't hit. Action gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Hunt. We've played just over a minute here in the first. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's MP. Rebound the Lakers. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they needed some...
All right, MP, get back in there.
Lakers leading by 8. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Webb, and it's Hunt in at the 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Page, no good. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Magic.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Here's Page. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. No good on the 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
To the paint, another steal. Webb the pass to Page. Ross. Rebound by the Hawks. Wallace has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to MP. To the wing right side. Here's Ricochet. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Ricochet's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Foster's checked in for it. And that concludes the first half. Lakers lead by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
85.
Thinking about the shot. Please give it up for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Yeah.
And that about wraps it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll... Here's Hunt. We've got Neely. He's out there with MP. And it's Crawford at... Lakers leading by 19 points. And for the Lakers, they've got Moody, and it's Wong in at the center position. Here's Hunt, and the three ball is good. Hunt's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And there's the foul. It will go on Lee. That'll be his second foul of the game. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
Wong's shot is off.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Offensive rebound, and it's good, 2 points.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Here's Page. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game for free.
And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Lee. 6 points here for Cousins. Los Angeles leading by 14. Pass to Page. There's the triple. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Out left to the wing. Back to MP. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hunt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes a 3. Cousins pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Timeout Lakers. Walton's checked in for the Hawks. Neely comes in for Lee. Mobley, he's checked in for the Lakers. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Los Angeles leading by 16. Mobley wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th.
Substitution on the court. Who got it?
Here's Hunt. Pass to Jeffries. A 3-ball. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. Hunt can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Back to MP. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily to come into.
Good game, sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
At least you get some extra rest tonight. Man, y'all better win tonight, or some of us might need new jobs.
MP!
It's going to be a long summer if you can't win tonight.
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here we can check out the story for him.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So the Hawks will get the first possession. Well, there are always trades this time of year, Clark, but we rarely talk about the human aspect of these moves.
That's a great point, B.A. You know, these guys integrate into their communities. They create bonds and friendships and connections. Their kids go to school and make friends, and then if they're traded, all of that is disrupted. So it's often overlooked, but it's a real part of being a pro basketball player in the NBA.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. They've got Cunningham, and it's Martin in at the 4. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Hanson with a rebound. Pass to James. Oh, he tries a 3. And Walton pulls it down. MP right side. Banked it in off the glass. MP's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
James outside. Here's Martin. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Cunningham. It's stolen away. In transition. Here's MP. Finished off the break. MP's got 6.
Yeah, and that's easy work for MP. Capitalizing off the break.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Wallace pulls it in.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
A nice shot by MP.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Martin outside. Hansen passes to Martin. Picked it. Wallace outside. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by James. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Right wing. Here's Randolph. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And stolen by Cunningham. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
That's on the D there. I mean, you got to push MP further away from the basket, or you can expect this to happen.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Let's look at the best shooting teams in the association. Number 1, Atlanta.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Back to James. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2.
All right, MP, get back in there.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. They've got MP, and it's Neely in at point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Here's Dunn. Wallace pulls it in. And for Atlanta, they're shooting around 41%. Power move from MP.
And there was solid inside coverage, but MP basically just ignores it.
Dunn outside. Here's Martin. Gets the 3 ball to go. Martin's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing. That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
The rebound by Atlanta. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Newton can't get it to go. Hawks trail by 5. To the paint. Brown grabs the board. The Timberwolves have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Dunn, the pass to Brown. Rebounded by the Hawks. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Pass to Brown. Here's the pick. Fires the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. The slam by MP.
Boy, this team needs to keep getting the rock to MP. He's been feeling it all night.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Brown. Wallace pulls it in.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
To the inside. Pass to Dunn. Let's go with a 3. Wallace pulls it in. Wallace has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Crawford. That one's good. This game is all even. Crawford's got 7.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Minnesota making a change here. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
Well, you look at Martin. He's gotten his fair share of votes. Currently number 5 in the West.
Nice to see him rewarded for what has been a really strong season. The fans paying him back for all that effort.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Here's Brown. Misses the 3.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And the basket by MP.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that'll do it for us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. So for Minnesota right now, they've got James, and it's Cunningham in at the 1.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the middle. Here's MP. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
There you go. MP just being efficient.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Stolen by MP. And MP throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Randolph grabs the miss. Randolph's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to James. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Atlanta. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Got a piece of it. It's James on the wing. Minnesota again missing.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Randolph. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Pass to Randolph. Launches a 3. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got 9 rebounds now. Wallace, the pass to Lee. Inside. MP, that one's good. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Martin outside. Here's Hansen. Cunningham outside. James right side. Hey, expanding his range. No rebound by Atlanta.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
To the inside. The rebound by Atlanta. Wallace has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Oh, MP makes him pay at the other end.
Fighting through contact. MP. Whew.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Leading by. Here's Brown. They've got MP. And it's Wallace in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Dunn's shot is good.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be foul number 5 on him. Here's Brown. To take the lead. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Where? That's good.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Burke on the wing. He shoots it. Rebounded by the Hawks. Crawford's got 8 rebounds in the game. Down low. MP shot is off. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Done. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
You're doing all right.
That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. MP's got 14 points now in the second half. Timberwolves trail by 10. Martin outside. Here's Randolph. Watched by Wallace. And it's Cunningham missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
I'm going to fix it right now because it's bugging me.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Well, the defender. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Good game, MP. MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Can't be reaching like that, MP. Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Warnings? That new commercial with Kawhi is fire.
We're going to get on for this week. So talk about today. I'm gonna come back and go eat.
Thank you.
Using improper language or gestures. For interrupting play, spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this and what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's MP. That one doesn't drop. The Cavaliers on offense. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Shot is out there with Drew. Then it's Lewis, and it's Hall in at the 2 guard.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And the basket by MP.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
Here's Drew. His three-pointers off the mark. Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Fires, high post. Hall, no good. Here's MP. Banked in off the glass.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Drew misses.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
MP laid in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 6. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Tipped away and stolen by MP. It's Crawford on the wing. Back to MP. That misses off the backboard. For Cleveland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Lewis, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Crawford kicks to Wallace. Back to Crawford. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. MP, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Caldwell can't hit. Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Wallace, the pass to MP. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
From 12 feet out. Wallace kicks to Lee. Inside, tries again, and MP with the layup. 10 points for him.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Pass to Drew. Lets the 3 fly. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's MP. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
MP, his first, team second.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Hall. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And MP with the basket on the assist by Lee. Lee's got his 6th assist on the night. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Lewis passes to Drew. Here's Hall. Rebound by Wallace.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
MP, not happening there. 5 misses now and 13 shots from the floor. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Cavaliers shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the...
Substitution on the court.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Lee out there with MP. Then there's Aldridge. Then there's Rizachet. And it's right in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. MP in the last game against Memphis was dominant. He finished with 30 points, and he was efficient out there. Right. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. You're looking to follow that up tonight, guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work.
Half is now in the books. It's Atlanta leading by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a minute he was.
So on the floor for Cleveland. Stolen away. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Kiba. Here's Drew. Rebound by the Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Where kicks to right. Over in the corner, Lee. MP gets the job done inside.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas.
Pass to Drew for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Crawford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's MP. They get it back. No good there.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And yes, it's good. MP's got 22.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Here's Drew. From outside, off the mark.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. For the three. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
One player sometimes can drag down.
So Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.
Another game, another win.
Can't be reaching like that anymore. Man, y'all better win tonight, or some of us might need new jobs. Can't say nothing bad about Puma. They've been cool. Can't win tonight.
Thanks for spending Valentine's Day with us. We've got a match made in heaven coming your way on two. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, BA, health is #1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
MP showing you he's not afraid to mix it up. Absorbs the contact, no problem.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. They've got MP, and it's Wright in at the four-man spot. Now here's MP. The D's right on him. And he gets the bucket. MP's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, high percentage shot, so valuable. MP making sure he...
Here's Mullen, 15 in his last outing. And Atlanta looking at who they've got. We got Risache, and it's Aldridge in at the 5. Drills it from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Mullen can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Back to MP. Work in the interior. MP.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to Cardinal. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Hawks trail by 11. Here's Lee to the paint. Here's Aldridge. And again, it's Atlanta.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. So it's the Dallas Mavericks looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too.
Looking at Dallas. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Mavericks.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter,
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half.
And as our coverage continues, happy Valentine's Day again to everyone out there. Pass to McCaw. Fires for 3. Poke loose. And for the Hawks, they've got MP, and it's Aldridge in at the center position.
Oh, get up, MP.
The Mavericks lead by 15, and so they choose to intentionally. And for the Mavericks, they've got Johnson, and it's Cardinal in at the shooting guard position. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Lee. Finished off the break.
And it's incredible how taking good risk on defense often leads to good looks at the other end.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Here's MP. Who's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
To the middle. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 9 points now in the second half.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's MP. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there was solid inside coverage, but MP basically just ignores it.
Pass to Mullen. Here's Cardinal. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
MP, bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
The Hawks making a switch here. Walker for 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Hawks have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. On the take. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, I love how aggressive MP is being right now. Every time he touches the ball, he's looking to capitalize.
Out to the right wing. Walker, a good look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Mavericks call timeout. And Atlanta. And the layup falls. MP's got 22 points.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Garcia. From deep, Johnson. Rebound Atlanta. Aldridge has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's MP. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 24.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and short.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Well, this...
Tough calls tonight. Ref was all over you. At least you get some extra rest tonight. Cavs always come to play, especially at home. Lock in a long summer if we can't win tonight.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports. As we get, Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Here's Hall. Here's Scott. Rebound by Wallace. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They got Aldridge. MP out there with Neely. Then there's Wallace. And it's Wright in at the small forward.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. And stolen by Wallace. Here's MP. That one falls.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
Now here's Lewis, guarded closer. Pass to Caldwell. Cleveland moving the ball around. Butner from long range. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hall passes to Lewis. Misses the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And MP throws it down.
Oh, what a move by MP. Just relentlessly attacking the rim.
Wagner wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one. And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wagner from long range. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
From inside, the Cavaliers pull it in. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly. That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Scott with a screen on MP. And Wagner has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. Releases from the wing and drills it. Wagner's got 8 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that one's good, Wagner.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's MP. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
And MP loves getting this close to the rim. Feels comfortable from this area.
Here's Hall. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. There's Wagner with the 3. They get the rebound. Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what I love about MP, his work ethic. He's someone that wants to keep getting better and better.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And they take the lead.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by MP.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Another shot, and he makes that one.
Yeah, they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Cavaliers trail by 3, and the foul called on MP.
Substitution.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've put their hard hats on and gone to work on the offensive boards. Those second chance points can really energize a team.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
So with Aldridge sitting on the bench, here's who Terry Stotts is going with. MP out there with Lee. Then there's Rizachet. Then there's Wallace. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Wallace. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
And Lewis has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lewis has got 5 now.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Lewis. 23 points his last outing. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Hawks making a switch here. Crawford's checked in.
Number 3, Wilson Crawford.
On defense, the Hawks. And the foul called on MP. that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hawks lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
I think for the Cavaliers, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins, and now they know exactly what they need to work on to become contenders next year.
And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. And that is a wrap.
And we've got second half. And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
Substitution on the court.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out. And so the Hawks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging.
Can't be reaching like that, MP.
Yes, I am going to end the video. Yes, I'll see you guys. We're all big pushers today. Wow, fuck. Like, just know it's a room. Why? I did. Oh no. That's a bad idea. I did a bad idea further. See you guys at that time. Goodbye. See you guys at that time. See you guys at that time. You tell us bye. See you guys.